I'm Vaughn Vennerberg, was in energy for 42 years. Started out as a landman, and I finished my career as an executive of a Fort Worth company. I went to college at Oklahoma State University in 1972 and scared to death, but in the end, it turned out to be the best decision I ever made. I met so many people, I got involved on campus, and that really pushed me towards the career that I'm in today. When I started as a landman, you would actually do your own leases. And I don't know how many of those original landmen are around now, but I did type a lease many times on the back of a trunk of a car out in western Kansas, Benny County, Kansas. That's what real landmen would do. In 1987, I moved to Fort Worth for a job, to a city I had never been to except one time for an interview, to an apartment that I had no idea had fleas, and becoming deathly sick the first day I was there. It was the first really big move for me, leaving a stable job in oil and gas in Tulsa at that time and going with a new startup was, for me, risky, but I was willing to take that risk. It was a gut, and I do listen to my gut. If you've been in business a long time and you can see other people succeed and help them along that path, that's the best thing you can do. That should bring you joy. We can come up with 100 employees who would tell you that the environment was so conducive to employee satisfaction that it made the whole gamut of working there something that they grew from, not just the company, but they themselves as an individual grew. And I think we forget about that in the work world. The employee needs to grow as well. They are more happy with themselves. A more happy employee creates more happy employees with their surroundings. And we had that. The acquisition of XTO by ExxonMobil was really my last hurrah, with debt and other things right around $40.5 billion. The largest acquisition that Exxon had done previously to XTO Energy was Mobil Oil 10 years prior to that. It was bittersweet because I was there in the beginning, and I remember that night we had a closing dinner and I had to go out because I had tears. It was over for me, but it was a new beginning for most of the people at XTO. There was not anything going on in the southern portion of downtown Fort Worth when XTO started in the Wagner building in 1987. When I visit Fort Worth now and see what it's become, especially the southern portion of the city, I can look back and think we were part of that, and we helped make this part of the city become revitalized for the present and the future. Completely different now than when I moved there. It has completely its own identity. It's an incredible place to be. I do love providing access to the art to everybody. That is so important for me as a person, for the community, for North Texas. The boundaries are unlimited. It can be at a neighbor's house, or it can be a project you do with your kids, painting, doing art, or explaining what a piece of art means. Whether that's art, sculpture, a building downtown, or art is everywhere. And trying to appreciate that is the important thing and understand it. I would hope my legacy in energy would be that I was fair to deal with. We were always committed to make a deal. Somebody who is willing to give as much as take in life and in your work business. Your life is a story, and you build on top of each story in your life, whether it's a little one or a big one, a move or a change of job or meeting a new friend. And so you take all those, put that all together, and that makes you a stronger person to really take on the larger tasks that are put in front of you in life, I think.